Hi, Casper. Okay, so let's begin. What's in Swindon? So, the resume is about a man and a woman and their love life. They're both in their 20s, they're a couple, and they live in a isolation to the world, meaning that they didn't take part in society and kept to themselves. However, this perfect relationship ended. And that's because that Angela decided to split up with him and leave Marcy alone just to get married to another guy. But I will get more into details. Let's just start with characterization. So Marty, he's a very lonely and careless guy because, and he's very naive too. I would like to start off with paragraph 1, and it says I watched her leave and in an impotent rage headed to the refreshment tent and got drunk on malted wine. By the time I got home, all of her possessions were gone. So this just explains how of a impulsive and actually annoying person Angela is. She just left and she just left him alone. And then he didn't know what to do and therefore just got drunk. Which just explains how lonely he feels when he doesn't have her. Because as I said in the beginning, they isolated themselves just for their relationship, so he doesn't know what's good for him and what's bad for him. The only thing he cared about was Angela. Because that was the only thing he had. But Angela, she's a stuck-up, selfish brat who's only thinking of herself and is very impulsive, and she's just using Marty. And on paragraph 3, line 1, of course it could not last, and those last few months were unbearable, horrible. Without either of us noticing it, the real world slowly began to encroach. It started to go out on my own, and come back late at night, drunk and insensible. Well, this is just a, well, very good paragraph, just to straighten my fact that she is just using him just for her own selfish goods. And this also explains that their relationship is toxic and, well, not worth it, because I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where we're used just for my partner's good care, I guess, and just being cheated on in the end. But the funny thing is that Angela actually, in the end, leaves Marcy again and still doesn't know what to do with her life. So I don't know if she's regretting that she is getting married, or if she's regretting leaving Marty again and therefore wants to go back to her past. That's just something time will say, I guess. But in the beginning of the story, we hear about Angela being annoyed at Marty, then leaving him. After she leaves Marty, he feels like he doesn't really know what to do with his lonely self. And in the end, Angela is planning to get married, leaving Marty yet again, while not knowing what to do. So it's actually funny that Angela just thinks that she can turn back to the good old days. Yeah, after doing bad things to Marty, like just leaving him alone and just thinking that she can go back is funny, actually. But the setting of the story is in the beginning. In Marty and Angela's smoky one-room flat, not with the best conditions, as in which they mention in paragraph 1, line 5. Instead, we sat in a smoky room, one room flat, talking, occasionally fighting, and in the evenings making love by the light of a low voltage bulb. Later, it's in a bright, plasticky and woody hotel in Swindon. That's kind of the setting of the... That's the setting. Moving on. The message. The message is, there is a reason you left each other. Don't expect them to have moved on or changed. Don't expect them to not have moved on or changed. Don't be stuck in the past. This is actually a message to Angela, because she is... well, she doesn't want to leave Marty alone. Still, when she just betrayed him by leaving him twice and then expect to get back to him. At paragraph 25, line 2, the narrator mentions, look at us, she said. We are not children anymore. In my head, you're this romantic, childish, impossible boy with all these impossible dreams, but that's not you, not anymore. And I can't bring him back. Yeah. Thank you for listening, Casper. That was it.